Donald Trump, says he has a net worth of more than $10 billion, as well as a 2014 income of $362 million. Trump claimed a net worth, actually, of $8.7 billion just last month, but the campaign says that those numbers are more than a year old. Mr. Trump's campaign also said in a news release, interestingly, this report was not designed for a man of Mr. Trump's massive wealth. For instance, they have boxes, once a certain number is reached, that simply state 50 million or more. They finish that by saying many of these boxes have been checked.
Folks, I have a confession to make. I am not the bigger man. As a short king, I reject heightism in all of its forms. So when they go low, I take it to the flow. I'm JJTP, a lawyer, not your lawyer, still a super lawyer, and I am Bronx level petty. Don't believe me? Check my website. Go to my firm, IAin'tNoBitch.com. It's right there. The I Ain't No Bitch law firm stands on petty. And today's petty is directed at former President Donald J. Trump. So let's talk about it. Last we checked in with Don, he was telling us,
I'm really rich. I'll show you that in a second.
like everything else is coming out of his mouth, that also was a fat phase-on lie. So, if you don't recall, Mr. Trump was recently found liable in a civil case regarding his taxes and the valuation of his properties.
Well, a judge in a civil trial in New York has ruled that Donald Trump has lied about the value of his assets, inflating them to try and get cheaper loans, that he basically exaggerated his wealth by over $2 billion by lying about what his buildings, hotels, golf clubs were worth. He even vastly exaggerated the size and the value of his own apartment in New York.
The judge had to decide how much money he owed. And when they asked the judge how much he actually owed, the judge said all of it. Yes, all of it. Because Mr. Trump owes nearly $457 million.
Oh my God!
Yeah, what he said. And on top of that, he has to pay over $100,000 in interest every single day he doesn't pay the amount. So, of course he's going to appeal this. But in order to appeal, he has to come up with $557 million as a bond. But when his lawyers were recently asked whether Mr. Trump had the money to pay by March 25th, which is, coming up pretty soon, they said, he ain't got it.
I ain't got no money. Look, G, 20 on top, okay. 20 on bottom. Hello.
Yes, folks, this man who's worth billions and billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars, can't even come up with a $500 million in any type of money to pay this little bit of money. Little bit. I mean, he's a billionaire, right? He should have it. And he can't get his rich friends like Elon Musk to help, give him a couple bucks? My buddies give me a couple bucks if I was, in a jam, spot me real quick. Even Chubb CEO, Evan Greenberg, who Trump appointed to his trade policy committee as an advisor, who actually Chubb secured the other $91 million bond that he has in the other case. Remember, Jean Carroll, when he couldn't keep her name out of his mouth, and he owed that woman, $92 million? Well, he was appealing that, and Chubb underwrote that. Basically, Chubb's an insurance company, so they underwrote it using his property as collateral. But funny thing, this case is about him overvaluing his property. So Chubb was like, yeah, you on your own, Playboy.
Oh shit, you on your own.
Of course, there are also his MAGA devotees. They're going to chip in. They're just going to put, pass the hat around, for dear leader. They're going to give him some money. Funny thing that happens there. Because a little bit of law here, if you receive gifts over $18,000 in 2024, they're taxable. So I don't know. I don't have my calculator. Let me grab my iPhone here. it would seem to me that 557 million dollars is, Sirius telling me that it's over the $18,000. So that means he's going to have to pay taxes on that amount, which brings us back full circle to where we are. And if he were to take campaign donations and pay the money, then he would be going to prison because that is a crime and you can't do that. So that being said, Mr. Trump is learning a little bit about hard times, like
hard times are when the textile workers around this country are out of work. They got 4 or 5 kids and can't pay their wages, can't buy their food. Hard times are when the auto workers are out of work and they tell them go home. And hard times are when a man has worked at a job 30 years. They give him a watch, kick him in the butt and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
So what does all this mean? It means that Letitia James, the Attorney General of New York, can start seizing his properties as early as next week to cover the debt. So what properties are we talking about? 40 Wall Street? That's a good one. Bedminster, where he likes to play golf in Jersey? That's a great one. But even better, Mar-a-Lago. And this is where my Bronx level pettiness kicks in. Letitia, give your boy a call. I'll get to the bottom of this real quick. See, first, personally, I'm going to go take Mar-a-Lago. Why? I'm going to put his ass out on the street like he used to do to all the black and brown people, like his daddy did back in the day. Give him a little sampling, a little smidgen. See how it feels, see how it tastes like, you know what I mean? See what they like to pack this stuff up, toss it on him out the street, right? But that's worth arguably maybe 240 million. So we got at least 200-300 million more that we can take. So next, me personally, I'm coming for Trump Tower. Then I'm gonna turn Trump Tower into a migrant sanctuary shelter. Just because. See, that's how I roll. Of course, that probably still won't satisfy the debt. So I'm thinking after that, I'm gonna go after Bedminster so we don't have to see him in this weak ass golf game in shirts dressed like this no more. Looking terrible. Yeah. Both of us can play that game. This is what petty looks like. I'm taking everything. Everything you can grab your hands on. And the best part of all of this is, it's perfectly legal.
Oh, it's all perfectly legal.
Yes, folks, I am Bronx level petty. I do not believe in being the better man or being the bigger man. When they go low, we take it to the flow. I ain't no bitch.com. If you got a problem, check the website. You got to hit a bully where it hurts. If you don't hit them where it hurts, they don't ever learn to not bully. So, Miss James, Attorney James, if you need somebody, give your boy a call. Let me jump on the stick. Pause. But you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Is there a better way to do this? Is my approach wrong? Am I being too petty? I don't know. Would you do something different? Or is this even reasonable for him to have to pay this amount of money? Let me know in the comments. And as always, like, follow, share, subscribe, do all the social media things. And until next time, JJTP out. Peace. Oh, wait. One more thing. Mr. Trump, thoughts and prayers.
No honor. There is no honor among thieves in the first place. You don't know what hard times are, Daddy. You're gonna learn today.
Like, follow, and share for more JJTP.